Welcome to Funky Fridays. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Can, and tonight we're going to be talking about the upcoming NHL season. I know you're a hockey fan and you're dying to give us your opinion on who is going to be the great winners and losers this year. Those of you who are Toronto fans, be in store for some interesting surprises and a real roller coaster ride. I personally am picking Montreal Canadiens, so join us tonight.
Let's go Leafs, eh?
Well, my first guest here is Dan the Man, and I know that you grew up loving hockey, and so tell me, what's been your experience?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I just wanted to play in the NHL, and when we had street hockey games, every game was the seventh game of the NHL Finals, and of course the Leafs won, and back then the Leafs actually did win, and I lived beside Norm Allman, and I got to meet Tim Horton and Dave Keon and Bob Pulford, and I had their hockey cards, and they signed them, and I lost them.
I don't think they're going anywhere, but I do think that they will make the playoffs.
Here.
Oh, no.
Fix your hair, Aiden. You're on TV. Be like that. You can start a hockey fight right here. The greatest story ever was Davey Keon pulled up, and he wasn't a very tall man. He's a little fella, not very tall, maybe 5'5", 5'6.5". And he got out of the car, and he just said, hey, do you mind if I play? And we all just froze. And he got a stick from one of the kids and got into the middle of the road and pretended to play ball hockey. And, of course, I forget who it was. I think it was Van Slyke or Caputo. And they got excited, and, of course, they hit him in the shin. And he went, okay, I'm not playing anymore. And I thought, oh my gosh, you've hurt Dave Keon. This could ruin the Leafs' chances for winning another Stanley Bowl. But he got over it. But I'll bet you one thing after that, Mr. Keon didn't grab a stick and jump into another street hockey game without shin pads. Grave digger, when you dig my grave, could you make it shallow? And so that I can feel the rain. So that I can feel the rain. Grave digger. Oh man, your hair tastes great. What is that taste? What is that? It's no, hang on.
L'Oreal.
Yeah, L'Oreal. I love the taste of L'Oreal in the evening at the Kozlov Center. Thank you.
Are you going to sit there?
We'll get everything.
So the Leafs haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967.
1967, when the year of the centennial year of our great country.
Yes, and they beat the favored Montreal Canadiens, if I recall.
Yes, they did. They beat them in 6 games, and the game was it was in Montreal when they won. And I was there with my dad at Expo 67. We were in a restaurant, and he said, just don't say anything. Just contain yourself. Don't cheer. Don't say yay. Don't do anything, or you get French fries thrown at us. And these aren't regular French fries. These are French fries made in La Quebec, La Provence.
Yes.
So they're made by people that know a little bit of French.
Got your Depends on?
Oh, I tell you, when you're doing a hockey show, it's always good to be ready for anything. Right here on this very Kozlov stage, very happy tonight to introduce a wonderful new act to the Barrie area. Dr. Ken, who hosts the show, Dr. Ken, right on this very stage, going to come up and sing a bode of a Rosa Schön for you French people. Also known as House, Rising Sun, really big hand, Dr. Ken.
watching the games as a little girl and going,
Daddy, how come just men's play? How come girls can't play in the Boston Bruins?
No, actually, I was out playing street hockey with my brothers.
takes the mic. He takes the mic.
Yeah.
Gonna chip off the old block.
That's right, my father's a director. Give me that microphone. I'll show you how to do it. You dummy.
Go Leafs, go Leafs, eh. We all hear the story about Wayne Gretzky's dad going out and instead of feeding him dinner, making him take shots for 5 hours. And that's why he stayed in such good shape. And then, you know, yelling out at about 11:30 at night, if you want this Campbell soup, you gotta score on the top of the net 10 more times.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun.
It's been the ruin of many, oh boy, and God.
You really don't watch much hockey. But you're a good guest, though, and you smell nice, and you got L'Oreal in your hair.
Well, you went away a long time ago, and now you're knocking on my door. I ain't knocking, but you can't come in. I ain't knocking. Go back where you've been.
Well, that brings us to the close of another Funky Friday. I'll still support the Montreal Canadiens, but you know what? The consensus is at the Kozlov Center that Toronto is going to make the playoffs. Good luck, guys, but I'm not sure. That's it for tonight.